Hey Satik, look at what I found. Show me. There's a file on my name. Is it a report card? No. Are they certificates? No, Satik. They seem to be some kind of medical file. Oh, this. I have got one for me too. Look at this. Polio, BCG, DPT, MMR, chickenpox. Ooh, the list is long and has so many dates. I too have the same file in mine too. I wonder what on earth these and why are they recorded in my name. Polio, chickenpox, don't they sound like names of diseases? Look at the top, it says vaccination schedule. What is vaccination? I heard that Anushka in her class saying that she had got a vaccination shot for flu. I think vaccination is some kind of medicine. Do you think that we also receive these many medicines for all the diseases?
Everyone, I am Mahesh Fatima, grade 7A from DSC Banjara Hills. Let me explain you how vaccines work through a puppet show. Infectious bacteria, and I'm going to infect you all. Beware of me, beware. Not if I can help it. Hey, who are you? I'm an antibody, and I'm going to destroy you and save the humans and their lives. Whosoever you are, I'm going to infect you too. You can't. Man, what are you made of? Just give up. I'm indomitable because I was created by a vaccine that was. Wait a second. What's a vaccine? Here's the thing. A vaccine is a type of medicine that trains the body's immune system so that it can fight a disease it has not come in contact with yet. In simple words, vaccines are designed to prevent the disease rather than treat a disease. So how you an antibody and that a vaccine related anyway? Hey, I'm just getting started and I am not finished yet. Anyway, a vaccine contains dead or weakened bacteria or even just a few sugars and proteins from the surface. This is enough to convince the immune system that a real invader has gotten. This triggers a complex chain of events involving many different white blood cells working together. So you're saying that, hey, I am not done yet. Why do you keep interrupting? So where was I? These white blood cells produce me and many more like me called antibodies. We are supposed to stick to the bacteria and disable it. But not all antibodies are the right shape. It's a bit like a key fitting a lock. Not all locks have the same key. And it may take several days to find the right match. By now, if it were a real bacteria, then there'd be already billions of disease-causing germs in the human body. See, you still didn't do your job and I did what I was made for. Stop interrupting! So, once the right match is found, the cells quickly divide and turn into a production line, making masses of antibodies that kill the bacteria. Eventually, the human body recovers. Antibodies should remain in the blood and some white blood cells become memory cells so that if the real thing ever comes in contact with your body, your immune system will remember it and kill it before you even know it's there. So I hope you understand who I am and what I do. You're sure a good storyteller, but not a good... There you go. It was a distraction. Ha ha ha. Well, once again, I saved the day. Wait a second. Was that an evil germ laugh I just heard? Well, gotta go. Duty calls. Bye.
We all have understood how vaccines work. Let me throw some light on the history of vaccination, also referred to immunization. So, the practice of immunization dates back hundreds of years ago, whereas in India it began almost 3000 years ago as a practice of vaccination. Thereafter, it slowly spread to China as the scholars from China visited the Takshashila and Nalanda universities that around 1000 CE. The technique of vaccination traveled from Africa to Turkey before its arrival to the American and European continents. The concept of vaccination or inoculation moved from India to England by the British lady in the 18th century. In the early 18th century, Mary Wortley Montague to her dear friend Miss Sarah by letters. Thus, the concept of vaccination was the first step to the development of Edward Jenner's first smallpox vaccine, and the introduction to the practice of vaccination to fight against infectious diseases. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Harshvardhan. I'm going to speak about World Immunization Day. By stating the government's role in the same, given the ethical aspects of vaccination policies for current threats to public trust in vaccinations, it is important that governments follow clear criteria for including new vaccines in a national program. However, general criteria alone offer insufficient ground and direction for thinking about what the state ought to do. We present and defend two basic ethical principles that explain why certain vaccinations are the state's moral and political responsibility, and that may further guide decision making about the content and character of immunization program. First and foremost, the state is responsible for protecting the basic conditions for public health and societal life. Secondly, the states are responsible for promoting and securing equal access to basic health care, which may also include certain vaccinations. We argue how these principles can find reasonable support from a broad variety of ethical and political views and discuss several implications for vaccination policies. The government also uses this policy known as herd immunity. It is a form of indirect protection from infectious diseases that occurs when a sufficient percentage of a population has become immune to an infection, whether through vaccination or previous infections, thereby reducing the likelihood of infection for individuals who lack immunity. Thank you.
Good morning, this is Pavi Bagrecha, and today I'm going to talk about the future of immunization. Prevention is better than cure. Vaccination represents the most successful form of diseases prevention available today. Vaccines have been a part of human fight against diseases for more than 200 years. Yet the future poses continuous challenges. Diseases still remain for which researchers have been unable to find the effective vaccines. Or even if the vaccines aren't available, the infrastructure for vaccine is poor or non-existent and the cost of vaccine is too high for many developing and undeveloped countries. Thereby, researchers continue to explore new possibilities, new techniques, higher effectiveness, low cost, convenient delivery, storage. New techniques are being employed to create different types of vaccines like DNA vaccines, live recommended vaccines. New delivery techniques where a doctor or a nurse is not required for vaccine shot. For example, influenza vaccine are already being administered as nasal sprays. Or other possibilities such as patch application, where an individual can apply it by him or herself, which can actually be an effective choice in remote areas. Multiple or combination vaccines delivered in one injection is also in progress. The future of immunization depends on the success of innovative technology, medical research for development of vaccines that are simple to administer, will survive transport even without refrigeration, and provide a long-lasting immune response. With the new surge in cases, what is becoming clear is that everything has changed and there is no going back, and the only thing we can count on is new possibilities. Eagerly waiting for the corona vaccine. Thank you.